The business of the Senate has kicked off this afternoon. During this afternoon sitting of the Senate, that is having the Senate have a hybrid sitting, and that directive to ring the quorum bell upon the lapse of 10 minutes or even before, the sergeant at arms will be informing the speaker whether we have quorum. This quorum will be formed by senators following Senate proceedings online and those in the chamber, where the Senate will be focusing on a number of business before it. Of importance is the communication from the Speaker in regards to the resolution by the County Assembly of Nyamira following the impeachment of the county boss, Honorable Amos Nyaribo, by 23 members of the County Assembly. So for the better part of next week, the Senate will be considering that impeachment, where the Constitution mandates the Senate to investigate whether the grounds for impeachment were met by the County Assembly that impeaches a county governor. So today's sitting has been gazetted, and it is a hybrid sitting where the sitting comprises of senators in the chamber and those following and contributing to the House business before the floor online. Away from the motion on the impeachment of Nyamira governor, the Senate leader of the majority party will be issuing a statement on the business of the Senate for the week commencing the 2nd day of December 2025. This is pursuant to Standing Orders number 57, subsection 1. And remember, Parliament, this is the National Assembly, and the Senate will be commencing the long recess on the 4th of December. So this communication by the Senate leader of the majority party is one to look out for in regards to what will be communicated.
Order number 1,
this afternoon.
Administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Honorable Senators, I have this message from the County Assembly of Nyamira on the approval of a motion on the proposed removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Amos Kimomi Nyaribo, Governor of Nyamira County. Honorable Senators, I wish to report to the Senate that I have, pursuant to Standing Order 48.3, received a message from the Speaker of the County Assembly of Nyamira regarding a resolution of the County Assembly of Nyamira for the proposed removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Amos Kimomi Nyaribo, Governor of Nyamira County, pursuant to Article 181, 1A, B, and C of the Constitution, as read together with the Section 33 of the County Governments Act and the Standing Order 62 of the County Assembly of Nyamira. The message, which was conveyed to the Speaker of the Senate by the letter reference PK/CN/1/2025, dated Tuesday, 25th November 2025, signed by the Speaker of the County Assembly of Nyamira and received in my office on Thursday, 27th November 2025, listed the following grounds of impeachment against the Governor. 1. Gross violation of the Constitution and other laws. Allegation 1. Engagement, endorsement, and support of unlawful, illegal, and unconstitutional bunge mashinani. The particulars of this allegation are that the Governor engaged in various acts of gross violation of Articles 1, 10, 73, and 176 of the Constitution, the County Governments Act, and the principles of separation of powers by 1. formally engaging, endorsing, and supporting an unlawful forum known as Bunge Mashinani, purportedly convened by an impeached speaker, despite High Court judgments confirming the speaker's removal. 2, recognizing the removed speaker and clerk as legitimate office holders, contrary to court rulings and Senate resolutions, declaring sittings held outside gazetted pressings null and void. And 3, undermining the principle of separation of powers by enabling an illegal parallel assembly structure to transact county business. Honorable Senators, kindly find your way to the nearest seat. This is quite a long communication. And those who are misplaced can now go back to their comfort zones. Allegation 2, unlawful assent to the Nyamira County Supplementary Appropriation Bill 2024. The particulars of these allegations are that the governor engaged in gross violations of Articles 175A, 185(1), and 224 of the Constitution, Section 130 of the Public Finance Management Act, and Section 21 of the County Governments Act, by 1, assenting on 26 November 2024 to the Nyamira County Supplementary Appropriation Bill 2024 without the approval of the County Assembly as required by law. Number 2, unilaterally altering county fiscal priorities without legislative authority. And 3, usurping the appropriation mandate of the County Assembly and weakening legislative oversight over public finances. Allegation number 3, illegal appointment of Dr. Peris Nyaboke Oroko, alias Peris Mungale, as a County Executive Committee member. The particulars of these allegations are that the governor engaged in gross violations of Article 179(2)(b), Article 259 of the Constitution, and Section 30 of the County Governments Act by 1, appointing and retaining Dr. Peris Nyaboke Oroko as a CC member despite the Assembly's express refusal to approve a nomination. 2, integrating her into the county executive structure and the payroll without lawful authority. And 3, relying on the unlawful Bunge Mashinani process to justify the appointment, contrary to court declarations invalidating all its actions. Allegation 4, illegal appointment of members of the municipal boards of Nyamira and the Keroka municipalities. The particulars of these allegations are that the governor engaged in gross violations of the Urban Areas and Cities Act and the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act by 1, appointing board members for Nyamira municipality and the Keroka municipality without submitting the names to the County Assembly for vetting and approval. 2, gazetting the appointments despite the absence of mandatory Assembly approval. And 3, constituting municipal boards in a manner contrary to law and outside established appointment procedures. Honorable Senators, kindly find your way to your seats. Very fast, without further discussions on the House. Allegation 5, unlawful appointment of a selection panel for the County Public Service Board. The particulars of these allegations are that the governor engaged in gross violations of the County Governments Act and Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act by 1, unilaterally appointing a selection panel to recruit members of the County Public Service Board without Assembly approval. 2, enabling the panel to recruit their chairperson, secretary, and members contrary to procedural requirements. And 3, interfering with the lawful mandate of the County Assembly in the appointment process. Allegation number 6, failure to appoint the chairperson, secretary, and members of the County Public Service Board, CPSB. The particulars of these allegations are that the governor violated statutory obligations relating to county staffing and administration by 1, failing to fill long-standing vacancies in the County Public Service Board since July 2025, and allowing the board to remain non-functional, resulting in administrative paralysis in human resource function of the county government of Nyamira. Allegation number 7, failure to deliver the state of the county assembly and annual reports. The particulars of these allegations are that the governor violated Article 183(3) of the Constitution and Section 32K of the County Government Acts by 1, failing to deliver the mandatory state of the county address for the financial years 2023-2024 and 2024-2025, and 2, failing to submit annual reports on the progress of the county, and 3, undermining transparency and accountability obligations imposed on the office of the governor. Allegation number 8, failure to comply with the court orders on the appointment of Mr. Crave Ogwola to the County Executive Committee. The particulars of these allegations are that the governor engaged in gross violations of Articles 10 and 159 of the Constitution and the principle of rule of law by 1, failing to appoint a duly nominated CC member, Mr. Crave Ogwola, contrary to binding court orders, and 2, exposing the county to financial loss amounting to approximately Kenya shilling 6 on the senators. Senator Chalegei. Exposing the county to financial loss amounting to approximately Kenya shilling 6.9 million in salary arrears from non-compliance, and 3, accruing additional legal costs and undermining judicial authority. The other one is abuse of office, allegation 1. You know there were 2 counts, then the second is abuse of office. Allegation 1, recruitment of staff without a budgetary provision. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor engaged in abuse of office contrary to Articles 201D and 232 of the Constitution and the Public Finance Management Act by 1, authorizing mass recruitment of staff without budgetary provision or approval of the County Assembly of Nyamira, specifically A, the recruitment of 49 officers between February and April 2021, and B, the recruitment of Deputy County Secretary, County Attorney, support staff, one administrators, and sub-county administrators without the requisite approvals. And C, on the 9th of March 2023, the County Public Service Board advertised 358 vacancies, despite the absence of an approved budget for recruitment, an active recruitment freeze imposed by the County Assembly, and clear advisories issued by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. This recruitment expected to earn Kenya shillings 3.5 million annually to the wage bill, proceeded without any budgetary allocation or assembly approval, and D, accumulating salary arrears amounting to Kenya shillings 60 million owed to healthcare workers for 7 months. Number 2, ignoring formal resolutions of the County Assembly that flows further hiring, and 3, disregarding explicit advisory issued by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, and 4, abandoning the county with an unsustainable annual wage bill, estimated at Kenya shillings 325 million. Allegation 2, influencing irregular appointments of senior human resource officials. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor abused the powers of his office by handpicking and seconding officers, including Mr. Godfrey Kiriago and Ms. Emeonda Nyaberi, to strategic human resource HR positions. And 2, influencing the transfer of substantive office holders to create vacancies for his preferred officers to be employed. And 3, manipulating and administrative structures to consolidate control over HR functions. Allegation 3, personal enrichment through irregular salary arrears. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor engaged in abuse of office and financial impropriety by 1, awarding himself irregular salary arrears amounting to Kenya shillings 5,649,706,000, using HR officers irregularly appointed or influenced the process of payments, and 3, having a pattern of questionable claims, including a prior Kenya shillings 13 million, a housing compensation, and a double medical claim. Allegation 4, payroll fraud syndicate resulting in loss of public funds. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor was involved in or failed to prevent payroll irregularities contrary to Articles 201 and 226 of the Constitution by 1, presiding over or allowing irregular overpayments to ECDE teachers amounting to more than Kenya shillings 25,018,852, in addition to Kenya shillings 1,100,467 and Kenya shillings 700,836 in other irregular payments. 2, receiving illegal benefit which admitted under oath, and 3, overseeing payroll fraud estimated at Kenya shillings 32 million. Senator Okech, you can have your seat. Just take the nearest seat possible.
first motion, establishment of a special committee to investigate the proposed removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Amos Kimomi Nyaribo, Governor of Nyamira County.
Senate Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to move the following motion, which is the establishment of a committee to investigate the proposed removal from office by way of impeachment of Honorable Amos Kimomi Nyaribo, the Governor of Nyamira County, that whereas pursuant to Article 181 of the Constitution and Section 33 of the County Governments Act 2012, on Tuesday the 25th of November 2025, the County Assembly of Nyamira approved a motion for the removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Amos Nyaribo, the Governor of Nyamira County, and further whereas by letter reference SPK CAN 1-2025 dated 25th November 2025 and received in the office of the Speaker of the Senate on the 26th November, the Speaker of the County Assembly of Nyamira informed the Speaker of the Senate of the approval of the motion by the County Assembly and further forwarded the Speaker, the Senate, the documents, evidence, proceeding of the Assembly. And whereas, pursuant to Section 33(3)(b), the County Governments Act and 2012, the Standing Order 81(b)(1) of the Senate by resolution may appoint a special committee comprising 11 of its members to investigate this matter. Now, therefore, pursuant to Section 33(3)(b) the County Governments Act and Standing Order 81(b), the Senate resolves to proceed on this matter by establishment of the special committee to investigate the proposed removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Amos Nyaribo, Governor of Nyamira. So, Speaker, you know this drill, and therefore the 11 members are Mr. Speaker, Githuku Kamau, Senator Eddie Okech, Senator Sifuna, Mwaruma. Mr. Speaker, you know I know how to read letters that are inside envelopes, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, I've never seen people with angrier faces when I'm moving a motion like this one. I don't know what crime I've committed, Mr. Speaker, but I don't like how I'm being stared at. So with those many remarks, Mr. Speaker, I beg to move and request Senator Eddie Okech to second.
Mr. Speaker, Nyamira County has faced a lot of problems. Just don't relax. Can you just let me do my thing?